Yeah, good morning, guys. Welcome to Jira awareness session. Okay. The agenda of Jira awareness session is about we have to know about firstly about SDLC and what is agile methodology and what is Scrum and Jira software. Okay. Uh, Before going to agenda, so we have to know about business analyst key responsibilities and supporting responsibilities. Key responsibilities of BA is like acting as a bridge between a stakeholder and development team. They ensure clear communication to align business needs with technical capabilities and gather, prioritize the requirements like works closely with stakeholders to gather and document requirements and prioritize the tasks based on business values. Okay. And supports agile ceremonies. Ceremonies nothing but sprint planning, daily stand-ups, and sprint review, sprint retrospective. All this comes under uh, ceremonies. I will explain those in the further going forward. Okay. And supporting responsibilities are documentations and analysis, like creating, maintaining functional, non-functional requirements, business process flows. Okay. And provides end user training on new system or features, act as a point of contact for classification during development and testing. These are the key responsibilities and supporting responsibilities of BA. So now let me go about SDLC. SDLC is like software development lifecycle. SDLC is software development lifecycle. Actually, it is a process involved in software industry to design, develop, and test the software. And it consists of phases like requirement phase, analysis phase, design phase, coding phase, testing phase, deployment, and maintenance phase. Okay. In requirement phase, business analysts gather the requirements and prepare BRD document, business requirement document. And in analysis phase, based on the BRD document, system analyst will analyze the BRS document and prepare SRS document, system requirement document, system requirement specified. And in design phase, front-end team or UI team will prepare HLD and LLD, like high-level documents and low-level documents by analyzing SRS and BRD document. When it comes to implement is nothing but coding development phase. After reviewing the SRS and high-level, low-level documents, developer develops the application. After developing the application, developers release the build. Based on that, tester perform testing with respect to the requirements on the build. Okay. In testing phase, tester perform testing with respect to the requirements on the build. In deployment, once all requirements are fixed, we deploy to client environment. Okay. And in maintenance phase, once bugs are fixed, application is installed on client system and maintained for further enhancement and deployments. Yeah, okay. And we have multiple methodologies and models in SDLC. So firstly, we have to know what is methodology and what is model. Methodology means set of guidelines. Okay. And model means follows those guidelines and achieve functionality of an application. Okay. Model follows methodologies guidelines and achieves the functionality of an application. Like we have an example like constitution is example for the methodologies and government is the methodology, sorry, example for model. Okay. Okay. What is an agile? Agile is a one of the software development lifecycle methodology, and it has incremental and iterative approach, and it has uh, frameworks like Scrum, Kanban. Okay, and we use Scrum framework here in Jira. Okay, and mainly we have to know about what is a framework. Framework is like a set of rigid process that you need to perform in order to get an end result. Okay. And Scrum is a framework through which we can develop or build software product by following agile principles. And we have Scrum team called Scrum Master, Product Owner, Development Team, and QA team. QA team will be involved based on the projects. Okay, in some projects, QA team will be involved. In some projects, QA team will not involve. Okay, we have to discuss about the process of the agile. So when the client himself approaches the company, okay, the product owner and the client will sit, discuss, and on the product vision document. Okay, product vision document means goals of a project. Okay, what could be in the future? Okay, how do we break down the projects and whom do we need in the Scrum team? Okay, and product owner means who defines the future, who prioritize the future according to the business value, who accept the workflow, and he can reject the workflow also. And product backlog. Product backlog is where we have complete list of features of the product. Okay, we can call it as a collection of user stories of the product. Okay, and we have prioritized user stories in the product backlog. Okay, and next we have sprint planning. Before going to the sprint planning, let us know what is a user story. Actually, user story is a single feature or a module. We can call it as a single feature or a module. It is a short description of a feature which has to meet end user's perspective. Okay, and epic is nothing but collection of user stories. Okay, and what is a sprint planning? Before going to sprint planning, let us know what is a sprint. Okay, actually sprint is like a duration of time box. In this we discuss like duration of time to complete a particular sprint. Basically it will be 1 to 4 weeks of time. Okay, and what is a sprint planning meeting? In sprint planning meeting we will discuss like what should be delivered in the particular sprint. Okay, in this sprint planning meeting only we will give CP values like story points in the form of Fibonacci series. Okay, Fibonacci series is like nothing but adding the before two numbers like 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, that 13, like that. Okay, and sprint backlog. Sprint backlog is a subset of product backlog. Okay, we'll discuss whatever the developer picks the user stories to complete the sprint. Okay, those user stories will comes under the sprint backlog. Okay, and here daily stand-ups. In daily stand-ups we'll discuss like what did I do yesterday, what will I do today, and is there any impediments on your way. All these things were discussed here, and this daily stand-up will be held between like 15 minutes of time. Duration will be 15 minutes of time. Okay, and what is a Scrum Master? Scrum Master is responsible for facilitating the Scrum process to the team, and he removes the impediments and coaching the team. Okay, and product grooming session. Product grooming session, we can call it as backlog grooming also. Like it involves like regular reviewing and refining the product backlog to ensure it is up to date, well prioritized, and contains items that are well understood and ready for the sprint or not. Okay, like we have key objectives like clarifying the backlog items, prioritizing the items. Okay, breakdowning the large items like an epic. Okay, and estimate efforts, and it is prepared for the sprint planning or not. It ensures like product backlog is well organized, prioritized, and ready for the sprint planning or not. Okay. Now sprint review. Sprint review will be held at the end of the sprint. Okay. In this, developers will give work demo to the team or stakeholders, okay, and gather the feedback from the team. Okay. In the sprint retrospective meeting, Scrum team will discuss about what went well in the sprint and what didn't went well in the sprint. Okay. Is there any improvements we have to make in the for the further sprints? Okay. And we congratulates and thanks to the teams here in retrospective meeting. Yeah. Sprint, yeah, product backlog. Yeah. Product backlog is like it contains collection of user stories in a project. Okay. Where we have complete list of features in a project. Okay, features are known as user stories, and those are prepared by the product owner. Okay, and what is sprint plan? Right? Sprint planning. In this meeting, team will discuss like what should be delivered in the particular sprint. What should be delivered in the particular sprint. It will be discussed in the sprint planning. Yeah, guys, let me discuss about why do we use Jira. Before discussing about why do we use Jira, let us know about what is a Jira. Jira is a product management and bug tracking software. It is developed by Atlassian company, and it allows users to create tasks, assign them to the team members, and track the progress and generate reports. And in by using Jira tool, team members can communicate with each other. Okay, how to download Jira software? Okay, firstly we have to search for Jira software download, and click on the first option, download Jira software server, and we have to click for get it free. By clicking it get it free, we can use it for 30 days for free trial. Okay, and we have to choose here Jira service management, and next you can create account from Google. Okay, and here you have visible like your site. uh, it will give automatically, or you can give your unique ID here, and it will be processed. Here we can create a project name, and we have to choose Scrum here, Scrum framework. Okay, and here we have to skip it. Okay, I will show how to download the Jira software. So here we have to search for Jira software download. I am clicking on the first option. Click on the get it for free. Just a minute, guys. Is my screen is visible now? Yeah, okay. And click on the get it for free here. I'm giving my mail. Yeah, it will give its unique ID, or we can give somewhat. So here, these are the frameworks. So here I will choose Scrum here. Okay. Clicking on the continue and it will be process. So here I'm giving my project name called HRM. I'm clicking on somewhat and I will start it. So here this is the dashboard. So here timeline shows how issues are planned, tracked, and when they are scheduled to be completed. Okay. In backlog, we can create user stories here. Okay. We can create user stories and we can give story points here, and we can give prioritization for the user story, and we can give acceptance criteria also. And from here only we can assign to the team members. Okay. After creation of user stories here, so we can directly drag and drop to the sprint here, directly drag and drop the user stories to the sprint one, and click on the start the sprint and give the duration of the sprint, and it will be automatically displayed in the board section in to do status. Okay. And in progress and done status are whenever the whatever the user stories are assigned to the developers, those developers will start working on it. While they are starting working on it, they will move the user stories into in progress. Okay. After completion of the user story, they will move the user story into done status. Okay. Okay. In your work, we have assigned user stories here in your work. Okay. In project, we can create new project from here also. Okay. And whatever the projects which we have, so we can see all these projects in it. Okay. Okay. And dashboards, we can create dashboards to track the status of your projects. Okay. And in plans we can create plan for multiple teams here. Okay. And in apps, In apps, we can get test management tools like AO, J4, all these tools we can get from here in plans. Okay. Yeah, okay. So now I'm creating user stories in backlog. So I'm taking my project calls house plant shop. Okay. This house plan shop is about it is an e-commerce application. We can get different types of plants, and we can get plant guidelines, and we can browse through the Chrome, and we can get house plant shop. Yeah. I'm creating user stories here. Clicking on it, and here it is a task now. So I have to select for the story. Okay. I want to I want to browse a catalog of house plant shop so that I can find plants that suit my preference. So here by clicking on it, we can get a dashboard here, and here it description is nothing but it is an acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria is like it is a specific condition of a feature or a description. It should meet the user's perspective. Okay, I'm creating acceptance criteria here. Yeah, I'm clicking on save here. So I can give story points by here also. I can give story points by here also. Okay. I'm giving the story points like I'm giving 3 story points here, and I'm clicking save. It will display over here on the user stories. Okay. And I want to add priority for this user story. So there is no priority here in this. Okay. So I have to configure for it. I have to search for it. I will click on the configure, and I will search for the priority. So I'm clicking on it. I'm clicking on the save changes. So I'm going to back. Yeah, it displayed here like I'm giving high priority for the your story, and it I can give from here also. Okay. So I'm creating another user story. So as a customer, I want to detail information. plan so that I can make, sorry, I can make an informed purchase decision. I mean, so by clicking on it, I'm giving acceptance criteria for it. User can click on a plan to view its details page. Yeah, I'm clicking on save here. I will give story points like 2, and I give priority for it like high. Okay. I'm creating another user story. I want to add plants and related items to my cart so that I can purchase them together. Yeah, I'm keeping prioritize medium, and I'm giving it 5 story points. Okay. And we can call it as complexity points also, story points. And I'm giving acceptance criteria for it. Users can add i- items to not from the product page or sorry, list. I'm clicking on save here. So as a plan customer, I want to create an account so that I can track my orders and manage subscription. So I'm giving prioritization as highest, and I'm giving story points as 3, and I will give acceptance criteria for it. Users can sign Users can sign up with an email password. So I'm saving here. After writing the user stories in the backlog, so I want to start a sprint now. I want to start sprint 1. So I'm directly dragging and drop it into sprint one. All the user stories I will drag and drop here. And I'm starting the sprint. I will give duration of the sprint is 1 week. House plan shop. I'm starting the sprint. So it will be directly navigated into the board. Okay. Whenever and from by clicking on it, we can assign these user stories to our team. So as of now, I'm assigning it to the myself. Okay. Whenever the developers start working on it, they will move the user stories into in progress. They will simply drag and drop. They can simply drag and drop, or they can directly change the status here also, to do to in progress and to do to in progress, to do to in progress. They can change the status by click by here also, and they can change the status here also. After completion of the user story, and developers will move the user stories into done status. Okay. So I want to track this your user story, right? And like I want to know what burn down chart and burn up charts. So there is no option here. So I want to click on the add view. So click on the more features. Here are the reports. So enable it. Back to the project by clicking on the reports. So there will be a burn down chart and burn up charts, sprint burn up and a sprint burn down charts, and velocity of the report will be not available after completion of the sprint only. The velocity report will be available here, and product burn down chart will be it will be available in paid versions only. It won't available in free version. Okay. So I'm clicking on the burn up burn down chart. So it will display like this. Sorry. It is the burn up chart. Okay. And let us move the all user stories into done status. So we can get velocity also. Or I didn't. After completion of the sprint only, it will be available. So I'm completing the sprint here. Yeah, it will show like this. Okay. Sprint burn down chart, sprint burn up, and velocity will be available in free versions. When it comes to product burn down chart, it will be available in paid version. Okay. Yeah, this is about the Jira. Yeah, okay. Sprint burn down chart means it is a daily graph maintained by the Scrum Master. It tracks the amount of work remaining in the sprint. Okay. It tracks the progress towards the sprint goal. Okay. When it comes to sprint burn up chart, it shows the amount of work completed. Okay. When it comes to burn up, burn down chart, it tracks the amount of work remaining. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Epics we can create here. We have to enable epic here. We can create an epic here. So suppose I'm writing your story for login. Okay, as a user, I want to log in using name and password so that I can view my. I created a user story for it. So I'm creating an epic called login. Sorry, login functionality. Okay, by adding here, by clicking here, we can add. I will show this. By clicking here, we can add directly to the login functionality. Suppose we created multiple epics here. Okay, so though how whatever the epics you have created here, all will be displayed by clicking an epic place button. It will be displayed here. So we can assign to the respective epic. Okay, so now epic is assigned here. Okay, can you explain above? Yeah, I have explained epic and user story. Is there anything else? Any doubts? We can select software development option here. Okay, or product management. In every in software development option, we will get some points. So in that we have to, if we want reports, I have enabled just out now, right? Like that we have to enable whatever we want. Mansi. Okay. Guys, any doubts?